Taylor Swift is one of the most recognizable names in the world, but she's never followed the typical path to fame. While most artists are busy trying to meet the industry's expectations, Taylor has spent over a decade carving her own. From country roots to pop superstardom, and now indie folk reinventions, she's constantly evolving, but always staying true to herself. In an industry where fame can feel like a trap, Taylor has managed to take control of her narrative, turning every setback into an opportunity. While others may chase trends or strive for constant validation, Taylor's focus has always been on the bigger picture, creating music that matters to her, connecting with her fans, and never letting fame define her. She's always stayed one step ahead, but in doing so, she's built something much more powerful than just a career. She's built a legacy. By the end of this video, you'll see why Taylor Swift isn't just a pop icon. She's built different. And the way she's navigated the pressures of fame, reinvention, and authenticity is a blueprint for anyone who wants to succeed on their own terms. For most artists, finding their sound is a journey. For Taylor Swift, it's been a series of reinventions, each one more unexpected than the last. You could argue that every album she releases feels like a new chapter, but it's not just about changing her music. It's about challenging what the world expects from her. When Taylor first made the leap into pop, she wasn't just following the trends. She was looking ahead, asking herself what was possible if she gave up the safety of what people already knew and stepped into something new. What makes Taylor's reinvention interesting isn't that she could do pop or country or indie. It's how effortlessly she blurs those lines. She wasn't just making music. She was rethinking what a pop star could be, what a career could look like when you don't care about fitting into one box. And while fans and critics tried to pin her down, Taylor kept moving forward, leaving people with the question, if she's not following the rules, then what exactly is she doing? It's not just the music that Taylor controls, it's everything. From her branding to the way she interacts with fans, she's become a master at maintaining her narrative. While many artists have become products of the industry, Taylor has always been the one pulling the strings. And it's not just about ownership of her music, it's the way she owns her image. Every era has been meticulously crafted, not just in terms of sound, but in how Taylor positions herself in the public eye. Take her decision to re-record her albums. Some might see it as a business move, others might see it as an act of defiance, reclaiming what was always hers. But it's not just about the music. It's about giving a middle finger to an industry that tried to dictate her worth. It's about taking ownership, not just of songs, but of the story she tells through them. And through it all, Taylor has kept her gaze fixed firmly on what she wants, regardless of the outside noise. Fame is a strange thing. It's something that can both elevate and consume, and many artists are lost in it. But Taylor's relationship with fame is different. She's never been one to crave attention for the sake of it, and yet there's no escaping the fact that she's one of the most famous people in the world. But rather than let it overwhelm her, Taylor's been able to create a buffer between herself and the chaos. She's always had a sense of detachment, not in a cold way, but in a protective one. She doesn't chase the spotlight. She lets the spotlight find her, and when it does, she uses it to shine light on something bigger, whether that's calling out systemic issues in the music industry or using her platform to encourage change. It's not about being in the limelight for the sake of it. It's about having the power to decide when and how you want to use it. Taylor has managed to navigate fame with grace, keeping parts of herself hidden while still offering glimpses that feel authentic. Taylor Swift is one of the few artists who has fully embraced the art of evolution. It's not just that she's changed her sound, it's that she's reshaped how we view stardom itself. Every album she releases is more than just a collection of songs. It's a calculated shift in who she is and how she's perceived. Think about it. Taylor didn't just jump into pop music to cash in on the genre's commercial appeal. She did it because she understood that, for her, staying in one lane, even if it meant staying comfortable, would eventually box her in. You don't go from being the country sweetheart to 1989's synth-pop sensation without a profound understanding of the bigger picture. Taylor wasn't just changing her music, she was changing her career's narrative. But here's where it gets deeper. This wasn't just a musical reinvention, it was psychological. By embracing pop, she wasn't just redefining her sound, she was putting distance between the old Taylor and the manufactured image people expected. The shift wasn't just for us, it was for her. It was her way of saying, I will not be the person you think I should be. I'm shaping my future by my own rules. And that's not easy. She knew that breaking her country roots would alienate some fans. But she also knew that in order to truly grow, she had to take a leap of faith, even if it meant sacrificing immediate comfort for the chance of long-term success and authenticity. Fame isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you're framed. If anyone knows the power of public perception, it's Taylor Swift. Early on, she was painted as America's sweet, innocent girl next door. Then, with every relationship, every media controversy, that image cracked. In the eyes of the public, she went from innocent victim to serial dater and, eventually, the villain in the Kanye West-Kim Kardashian narrative. But Taylor didn't play the victim. Instead, she took the story that was being told about her and used it as her raw material. Reputation wasn't just an album, it was her response, her assertion that she could rewrite the narrative that had been forced upon her. She leaned into the bad girl image, almost daring the world to hate her more, while simultaneously flipping it on its head. This was Taylor saying, "You want to label me? Fine, I'll own it." But there's more to this than just media defiance. What she did was shift the power dynamic. She realized that, in the age of social media, control over your image doesn't just come from what you put out. It comes from how you respond to what's already out there. By embracing her flaws, by giving the media what they wanted, she controlled the narrative. She owned her imperfections, and in doing so, she took back the power. It wasn't a retaliation, it was a masterstroke of brand management. One of the boldest moves Taylor made in her career wasn't musical, it was business. The decision to re-record her albums wasn't just a rebellion against the music industry, it was a power move to take ownership of her legacy. In an era where artists often sign away the rights to their music, Taylor flipped the script. When her former label sold her masters to a private equity firm, Taylor didn't just sit back. She took control of her art by deciding to re-record the albums that made her famous. It wasn't about nostalgia or making money off the re-recordings. It was about proving a point. Artists should own their work, and if the industry won't give that to you, take it back. By re-recording her albums, Taylor took back what was rightfully hers and paved the way for future artists to have more control over their legacies. What's fascinating about Taylor Swift is how she's mastered the art of stepping back. In a world where artists are expected to be on a constant cycle of music, tours, and public appearances, Taylor doesn't seem afraid to disappear when it suits her. Whether it's taking long breaks between albums or retreating into her personal life, she knows when to lean in and when to fade out. In a time when overexposure is the norm, Taylor has crafted her career in such a way that every appearance, every new album, feels significant. She doesn't need to flood the media with content constantly to maintain her relevance. Instead, she's learned the power of space, creating anticipation, building mystery, and letting the audience crave her return. This control over her career isn't just about marketing. It's about ensuring that her work doesn't become diluted by overexposure. When she does reappear, it feels like an event, not an obligation. Taylor isn't playing by the rules that say fame requires constant presence. She's rewriting them. So what makes Taylor Swift truly built different? It's not just the music, the awards, or even the fame. It's the way she's been able to shape her own path in an industry that thrives on conformity. From reinventing her sound to taking back ownership of her legacy, Taylor has proven that being at the top doesn't mean you have to play by anyone else's rules. She's a reminder that true power isn't just about what you achieve. It's about how you maintain control over your story, even when the world is watching. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Taylor's journey? Do you believe her approach to fame and success is a blueprint for the future? Or is there more to the story we're yet to see? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the stories of the stars who truly changed the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.